Hi, welcome to Stretch and Strength. I'm Mira, cook with Battery Dance, and we're about to get started on our 30-minute class using exercises from Pilates, yoga, a few other methods. Please make sure you have some free space around you. You probably need a mat or a blanket, some padding, since we'll do some exercises on our back. And let's get started. I want us to pay a little attention to our feet before we stand on them. So take a moment to grab a foot, and first let's just grab the big toe knuckle and the pinky toe knuckle and just really gently twist. It's important that our foot is flexible to twist, because every time we walk and put weight on our foot, it twists and untwists. So keeping the foot flexible, give each of your toes just a little pull, and then give each toe just a little twist. Toes are flexible. And then pinch your heel bone, and then just give it like a gentle wiggle side to side. Good. Now we'll do big toe up reflex. This is a baby reflex. Then we do big toe down reflex. Toe up like a thumbs up, and then toe down. And then we'll use the big toe to draw a circle down around, and then toe leads up. So toe is leading in a circle, so we're kind of wringing out the foot, like twisting the foot. And then reverse it. Lead with the pinky toe edge down and around and up. Nice. Wrap your fingers around your toes. The hand is the resistance, and the toes will press against your hand any direction that feels right for you. Just waking up the strength of the toes. Then we do the ball of the foot. Waking up the strength in the forefoot, in the ball of the foot. There's a lot of different arches in the foot. Notice how there's an arch between the big toe and the pinky toe. Now we'll go middle foot under the biggest arch in the foot. And waking up and utilizing the middle of the foot. See what maybe your body wants to do, a certain motion that might be good for you. And then we'll go more towards the heel, resisting the heel. Pushing from the heel. Nice. Then thread your fingers through your toes. We can give a little pull, and then we do a gentle circle. Not necessarily your maximum range circle, just circling the whole ankle joint, and then we switch it. Good, and then just take a moment to see if one foot feels more relaxed or more tingly or more awake than the other one. Hopefully all that work we did woke up our foot a little. So we're pulling each toe. Maybe get some pops, and then we're doing a gentle twist on each toe as the techno music blares in the background. Then we're pinching the big toe ball and the pinky toe ball, and we're doing gentle twist of the metatarsals. Good, then we do big toe up and big toe down. Big toe up. Big toe down, and the big toe leads us in a circle. Down, around. Down, around. Down, around. Down, around. Down, around, and then pinky toe edge leads down and around. Down and around. Twisting, oscillating the foot. Create some resistance for your toes with your hand, and then the toes push. You can even do individual toes if you want. Then we'll go ball of the foot, pressing, using different sides of the ball of the foot. Notice the more in medial ball of the foot, big toe ball, and the pinky toe ball. Then we'll go middle foot, resisting with your hand, waking up the strength in the middle of the foot. The foot is really versatile and flexible. It's neat. Then we'll do the heel. There's 28 bones just in your foot. Lots of possibilities for movement. The foot is designed to walk over all kinds of terrain with the arches that spring you, rebound you. It's a very sophisticated part of the body. Good. And then, did we wiggle our heel bone? I think I forgot to do that. Wiggle the heel bone. Then we'll slide our fingers through and we'll do gentle circles to loosen the ankle joint. Then we'll reverse it. Good, and check in with how your feet are feeling. Mine are tingly. Now let's make our way up to standing and find our standing alignment. So we have our feet about 2 fist widths apart so that the feet are right under the hip sockets. The hip sockets are right inside of your hip bone points. Let's take a couple knee bends. The knees go right over the center of the foot. And as you do this, feel the weight. All your weight is balancing on the big toe, ball of the foot, pinky toe, ball of the foot, and the heel. That's our triangle of support. The whole rest of the foot is a series of arches. So feeling weight in the heel, feeling weight in the ball, big toe ball, and the pinky toe ball. We want to spread weight out. Notice if you might be favoring one leg or favoring one side of your foot. Take a big inhale and then imagining we're exhaling through the feet. Send the air down through the ground. Twice more. Fill up the whole body, especially the back of the body, and then push it out the feet. One more time. Now imagine you're drawing air through the feet, up the legs, through the torso, and then we'll send it out the top of the head. Drawing up through the open channel and then out the top of the head. Twice more. Make sure your spine gets long as the air passes through. Good, interlacing your fingers, put them behind your head, and then just press your head back into your hands so we get long in the back of the neck. And then notice that the neck is part of the spine, so we want to have a long line from tailbone up through the neck all the way. Top of the spine is up here behind your nose, pushing back. Bending our knees, keep your shoulders wide. Right now they're wide, the elbows are wide. And curve your spine, we'll look down at our knees. And then we'll straighten the legs. And suck in your tummy, squeeze your butt, and aim your chest up. And then staying wide, we curve the spine forward. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. I'm gonna try to drop my tailbone down, curve over the top. One smooth, rounded spine. And push and broaden your shoulders and elbows. Let's do twice more. So the neck is flexible, so the tendency can be to crunch it. Leave space for a grapefruit under your chin. Curve and arch. Last one. Gentle spine curve, gentle spine arch. Bend the knees, put your hands in front of you. I'm gonna twist from the rib cage, drop the shoulder and push on the diagonal. Knees and feet are parallel. From the rib cage, push and twist. Push and twist. So just gently rotating the spine. Your hips stay pointed forward. And imagine you're shooting a fireball or an energy ball or a Spider-Man, spiderweb, or whatever you want. It's spring, you could send a jet of flowers or like a forceful boom that would knock everything in the room back. Anyway, have fun with it. Take your left hand up to the sky, plug down the left shoulder, reach the body up and over, down through the left foot. Feel your standing feet points. Heel, big toe ball, pinky toe ball. Drop your left foot to come up. Other side. Shoulders stay broad. I feel tall and wide. Over. Drop the foot to come up. We'll take a breath while we're inner stretch this time. Stay, feel your spine long. We don't need to arch just because we're bending sideways. Breathe into your side body. Make space, breathe out. Drop the foot and come up. Other side. Up and over. Take a breath in. Drop the foot and come up. Beautiful. Let's roll forward and up 2.5 times. First, we nod the head. Roll the shoulders. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Hang the arms. Bend the knees slightly. Folding over your legs. Big breath in. Send air out of the bottom of your feet, out of the top of your head, and the air will push you up like a rocket, rolling up. Take a breath in at the top, one more time, down and up. Back of the neck gets long, upper spine gets long. When we curve, we're making more space in the back. Bend your knees, fold over. Big breath. Let's do a head shake, no. A head shake, yes. Breath in. Your exhale through your feet and out the top of your head pushes you up. This time we'll roll forward and we'll find our way down onto our mat, lying onto our back. Exhaling to start a roll down, forward. And then your own way of smoothly getting down to your mat. Lying down with our knees up to the sky and our feet parallel as wide as our sits bones. Hands on the lower belly. Let's push into our tailbone so we get a little pelvic arch. Push down behind your belly button, you get a little pelvic tuck. So just pushing back and forth, rocking the pelvis, and then try to relax the shoulders and the throat and the sternum. That's where our attention goes a lot of the time. Now we're tilting the pelvis side to side. We'll push down behind one hip bone, the other one will lift slightly. And then push down behind the other hip bone, the other one lifts. Knees will stay parallel. We're just very slightly tilting the pelvis side to side. So if there was a table on your stomach, you'd be tilting it. The distance between the ribs and the hips stays the same. Let's do a couple heel slides. Hands are down beside you. Push your shoulders into the mat so your collarbones are broad. Take your right heel, slide it long across the ground. Corset your waist in. Lift the foot a little and then put it back down. And we don't want to let the spine arch or shift. We're just going to hold our middle together. Exhale, corset and tighten the waist. Slide the left heel down and up. And now we'll just alternate side to side. Slide, feel your length from the right heel to the top of the head. Long line of energy from the heel up the back of the leg, up the back of the spine, up the back of the neck, out through the head, super long. And the length is in the back of the body. Let's also feel broad. We'll feel broad through our shoulders, broad through our ribs side to side instead of broad up to the sky. We'll feel broad in the hips, broad in the metatarsals of the feet. And now try to feel broad from ear to ear. Widen your head with your imagination. This time, leave one leg up in tabletop and press the other hand into it. Cross. And then let's just march the other knee up and we'll cross and press. Corset your waist, cross and press, but keep your shoulders broad instead of lifting them. cross and press. Now we're gonna add an opposite leg. Let's press our right knee and our left leg will go long to the bottom, like out along the diagonal. And a press. Just made it like 100 times harder. And a press. And a press. Course your waist in. Press. Press. You can flex your feet or point them. Let's do 4 more. Hug your knees and rock on your lower back. Good. Float your feet down to the mat. Press your arms into the mat. We're gonna breathe in. We'll breathe out. We'll drag our fingers down away from our head. Keep your shoulders broad and on the mat. Raise your arms up and overhead. Only as high as they go before your ribs or spine need to adjust. So keeping our ribs and core hugging in, and then press down. Keep your shoulders wide rather than up to the sky. 2 more times, arm raise. Fingers slide down. Imagine you're pushing through water and your elbows are pretty straight. Breathe in at the top. Push down through water. Squeeze your armpits. 1 more time. This time when we come up, we're gonna do a little ab curl. So push down through the air, tuck your chin. We're gonna push down into our back lower ribs, like push down if you have a bra strap. Come up right here, and let's pump the arms 10 times. Breathing in for 5, out for 5, and coming down. We'll do the arm raise, the ab curl, and then the 10 pumps. So when we're doing the pumping, the arms are straight, and we're imagining we're slapping a puddle of water. We're sniffing in through our nose, and then we're blowing through a straw through our mouth. Here we go. Arm raise. Feel your middle is narrow and your shoulders are wide. Exhale to push down. Roll, peel your body up and keep your width in the shoulders. 5 in breaths. Out breaths. Squeeze your armpits. Let's do it a couple more times. Arm raise up. Pushing down. The back of the head lengthens like we're getting stuck on the outside of a barrel that's rolling up our body. Squeeze our armpits. Let's do a few more. Two more sets of 10. Last one. Laying our body down. That exercise is designed to heat you up so you might feel slightly flushed. Press your hips up to a bridge using the strength of our butt and the back of our thighs, and then we just lay them right down. The butt and back of the thighs go up, but the shoulders stay wide and your arms are pressing lightly down into the mat. See if you can relax your ribs close. And we don't need to use our lower back arching to lift us up. So hang your spine off of the scaffolding of your knees, hips, and then we'll roll down from the top of the spine. Take a breath in. We'll push up. Drag your sits bones forward towards your knees. Rolling down this time, articulating down. Let's do 3 more times, pressing up. Feel your feet points here. Ball of the foot, pinky toe, and then rolling down with your exhale. Pressing up. Dragging a little forward. Relax your sternum, roll down. Make sure both sides of your pelvis are hitting the mat at the same time. Last time. So you feel a lot of strength in the back of your legs. Beautiful, rolling onto our side. Let's do telescope and pinwheel. So hands are stacked right in front of your chest. Your shoulders are stacked. Your hips are stacked. You go slide past the bottom hand, look at the ground so your shoulder gets a stretch. Pull from the back of the top lung. Suck in your stomach. Open out, squeeze your knees together. without arching. We're just twisting, not arching. Rogue through the middle, center your waist, go past the front hand. Feel long from head to tail. Opening and curving. We'll do one more. Find a nice long breath pattern, whatever works for you. Come to where your palms are stacked. Lift your palm till it's shoulder height off the ground. Then flip your palm. We're gonna draw a circle at shoulder height all the way around and down and under. When your arm goes up, your shoulder is gonna plug down into your body. Feel long from head to tail. Third one, then we reverse the circle. Stretching out the shoulder joint. Moving the arm bone in the socket, then we'll reverse. Getting a lot of good movement and twisting in the upper body, opening the chest. This is really good for us. Most of us get really tight in the front of our chest and our shoulders, especially if we do computer work. Last one. Around. Slide onto your back with your arms in a T, palms down. Glue your shins together. We'll do a couple twists before we do the other side. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Sway your knees to one side. Keep looking at the ceiling. Squeeze the knees, now back to the middle. So I'm not going as far as I can go. I'm going only as far as I can go with the shoulders still on the ground. So I'm trying to press down with the shoulder that's away from the knees. One more time. Gentle twist in the spine. And then you can roll, just roll away from me. Stacking the hands for telescope. Top hand slides past the bottom. Look at the ground. Feel your bottom shoulder stretch. From the top lung, pull back and reach. Squeeze your knees together. 2 more times, reaching forward. Find your breath. Imagine your whole body is one big lung with the ability to expand in all directions and to take in air. Come back to where your hands are stacked. Hover your top arm so it's shoulder height. 3 circles up over your head and then down around your hips. Feel how the arm bone is spinning in the socket. Shoulder stretch. Third one is our last one before we reverse it. Then down around 3 times the other way. Coming up. And 2. And 3. Beautiful work. Rolling onto your back. Actually, let's come up to sitting. I'm ready to sit. Grab the back of your thighs and roll up. Let's try rolling like a ball, and then we'll do a hamstring stretch and a couple abs. So we're balancing on our sits bones. We're holding the bottom of the ankle. Glue your shins together. First, balance. Now see if you can broaden your shoulders. The shoulders should be under the ears, not in front of them. Pull your belly button back so our spine from our tailbone to the top of the head is making like a rocking chair bottom. Now we'll breathe in to rock back, only to the shoulders, and then out to rock up. Breathe in, and then out, and you try to balance. I didn't have success that first time. Wide through the shoulders, and then don't overextend the neck. There's space between your chest and chin. Breathe in, breathe out. Only rocking as high as the low shoulder blades. So we're ironing out the spine. Notice the sticky points. And kick into your hands at the same time as you pull. 3 more. Don't let your head hit the ground. Last one. Good. Feet are long and flex. Take a breath in, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, bend forward.
If this is too much for you, you could bend your knees. You could put a pillow beneath your knees. Let's do 4 more. Breathe in. Imagine a wave is pushing you forward. Breathing in. Forward. Breathing in. Shoulders are wide, not in front of you. Forward. Last one. We'll stay forward and stretch. And reach the top of your head towards the tops of your feet. And try to relax your shoulders. How are your feet feeling now? It's good to have sensitivity in the feet. If our feet are stiff or we're not distributing weight properly, it usually causes imbalance up the chain. Usually feet imbalances are connected to low back imbalances. Feet parallel, hips width. Reach out. If you have a pillow, you could squeeze it. If you don't, imagine you're squeezing something. Send your belly button back. We'll do a little C curve. Keep the shoulders wide. Keep the chin away from the neck. Ears go back. And then we come up. And you make it as small or big as you need. Sitting up. Back. Sit up tall so the head's right over the pelvis. Then pull the belly button back. Squeeze a pillow if you can. And then leaving space in the front of the throat. The neck stays long. Let's do 3 more if you can. Down farther or less far. Moderate it to how it's good for you. And lengthen the throat. Ay, ay, ay. Good. Jiggle the legs. Jiggle them out. To a little straddle. We'll take a gentle straddle stretch. Prop yourself up on your arms or your elbows. Relax your shoulders. Take a big breath. Feel the length from head to tail. And the width across your shoulders, side to side. Bend one leg so the foot touches the inner thigh. Hook the bent leg with the opposite arm. Reach up. Stretch sideways. Let the hook of the hand pull your shoulders down. You leave your shoulders behind. And then make sure you're not arching. Pull your belly button back. The arm does not crowd the face. Sit up and we'll switch sides. Hook the opposite knee. Reach up tall. Our long straight spine will lengthen sideways. Our belly button's coming back, our shoulders are sliding down our back. Good, hands behind you, feet in front of you, kind of wide. Heels up, windshield wiper, the shins, twists the thigh bones and the hip sockets, and it feels good. Good, hands are underneath you. They can be forward, pointing towards your feet, or a little out, whatever's comfortable for you. First, practice unshrugging your shoulders. So push the shoulders down your back, shoulder stretch. Shrug them, and then unshrug them. See if you can stretch your elbows. Shrug, unshrug. Stay unshrugged. Press into your feet points. Lift your hips off the ground. Modified reverse plank. And then when you come down, here's the part where the shoulders want to collapse. We're going to leave our shoulders down the back, so it's a lot of work for the arms. Let's do 4 more. Press the hips up. Shoulders are broad. Keep them broad. They don't get to close into the front. 2. Opening the upper body. 3. And 4. Good, guys. Come to your side sitting. Front foot is behind, in front of the other one. The feet are kind of spooning. Arm is way out to the side in line with your hip. Here too, practice unshrugging and narrow the waist. Shrug, unshrug, and narrow the waist. One more time, shrug, unshrug. Narrow your waist, feel long from head to tail. One straight line. Push into a side plank if you can. Up and down. We'll do 4 more. If this really bothers your wrist, you could do it on your elbow. 1, 3 more. See if you can squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt, draw your belly button in. And a 3, and this shoulder stays down away from the ear. Last one, 4. Good. Swish your mermaid tail. Other side. Top foot goes in front of the bottom. Arm is way out, even with your hip. Shrug, unshrug. Shrug, unshrug. 2 more times with the shrug. Shrug, unshrug. Now 4 or 5 times we go into the side plank if you can, or do forearm plank. Up and a down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Up. Close the ribs. The waist is smaller. I think we have 2 more. I lost count. You'd think 5 would be an easy number to count to. Good, guys. Find a little squat. Stretch the backs of your ankles. Now find a forward fold. Straighten your legs. Your body's folded in half. Hamstring stretch. Bend your knees. Roll your spine up. Roll your shoulders up and back. Clasp your wrists behind you. Punch down. Look up. Shake it out. Beautiful work today. It's nice to move with you. I'll be here every Friday at 9 a.m. There's also a very vast catalog of former classes that I've been doing throughout the last year that you can look up on Battery Dance's YouTube. If you're able to, donate to batterydance.org.